And in fact, we're following several breaking news stories at this hour. We begin with that South LA man who the feds say used taxpayer money and donations to fund gang activities. In the past hour, we've learned that Eugene Henley Jr. and Brian Mejia were taken into custody. Henley Jr. is a longtime leader of the Rollin 60s Crips, according to the FBI. But in recent years, he worked in entertainment and ran a youth charity that the acting U.S. attorney now says was a front for his criminal enterprise. NBC4's Camilla Rambaldi live in downtown L.A. with the very latest developments on this. Camilla?
Now, hi, Colleen. 19 defendants in total in connection to this criminal enterprise. At least two of them appeared in federal court earlier today. And now, as you mentioned, Eugene Henley and another fugitive are now in custody tonight in connection to this case. A known community activist and founder of a youth nonprofit in South LA, now facing federal charges.
A career criminal known as Big U.
Eugene Henley is accused of being a longtime leader of the Rollin 60s Crips street gang. Federal prosecutors say Henley ran a criminal enterprise and is accused of a number of crimes, including racketeering, human trafficking, fraud, and the 2021 murder of a musician.
He has maintained the...
It always comes back. It always comes back to haunt you, no matter how much you try to change, no matter how much you try to get away from it, no matter how much good you ended up doing, it always comes back. Everything. Every evil thing you do comes back. Comes back. It comes to light. It's sad. Although he probably is not the same person that he was when he was younger, he still was being watched by the FBI this entire time. And they were just waiting and striking and waiting and plotting to get him. Gang culture is trash culture. It's unfortunate, but it always ends up becoming this. You either die or you end up in prison. Even the best gang members, even the best of the best, they don't make it. They don't make it. Some get away, some can turn the, some don't do it too much of egregious stuff that, they get arrested or whatever, and they move out of state and they move to another place and they get on with their lives and they become beautiful people. And then there's some that just fail.
Image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label, and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar.
Federal authorities say there are other alleged gang members facing charges they say are connected to the criminal enterprise. A number of arrests were made this week. These sketches showed two defendants, Sylvester Robinson and Mark Martin, in federal court Wednesday afternoon.
4 of the 19 defendants were already in custody, and 10 defendants were taken into custody in the last 24 hours.
Court documents also state Henley fraudulently obtained funding from the city of Los Angeles through the Gang Reduction Youth Development Foundation. Henley was the founder behind the nonprofit Developing Options that helps support at-risk youth.
Mr. Henley duped the county of Los Angeles by running a nonprofit named Developing Options, which was set up to pull youth out of the gang life and promote anti-gang solutions. Yet Mr. Henley continued to personally orchestrate violent gang activity that impact our communities.
Court documents state Henley had drawn hundreds of thousands of dollars for his own use.
Mr. Henley is accused of embezzling donations made by celebrities, professional athletes, and businesses to his charity.
Federal prosecutors say Henley could face a 20-year prison sentence if convicted on the racketeering charges. And we have...
Man got hit with the RICO. Man got hit with the RICO. Dealing with the feds. 96% success rate. It's sad, man. It's really sad because, you know, a lot of people look up to people like this. A lot of people. Big U, apparently he was in the entertainment industry. I'm not really familiar with him. I'll be honest with you. But apparently he's popular, especially in LA. And a lot of people probably a lot of people look up to him. You know, coming from that culture, coming from that background. A lot of people probably think he was doing a great job. You know, he got out of it. He's giving back and he's turned a new leaf. But the entire time, allegedly, he is still dealing with his skeletons in the closet. Praying for the world, man. It's a sick place we live in. Real talk.
This evening, Eugene Henley and Brian Mejia are expected to be in court tomorrow. In downtown LA, Camilla Rambaldi, NBC 4 News.
Government and tax records show millions of dollars poured into the nonprofit the feds say was at the center of this criminal enterprise. Our investigative reporter Eric Leonard joins us now with more on how this organization was being funded and where all this money was going. Eric.
Oh, hi, Michael. Well, the most surprising discovery here is that the nonprofit called the Ex-Offender Fellowship Network, which was also known as Developing Options, a pair of nonprofits that the city says were essentially one entity, were facing suspensions from state tax authorities. The city of LA has been paying these nonprofits millions of dollars in recent years, and the amounts have only gone up. The California Franchise Tax Board issued a suspension notice in April 2024 for one of the nonprofits operated by Eugene Henley Jr., who federal prosecutors in LA announced Wednesday faces racketeering and corruption charges for allegedly misusing money meant for the city's gang intervention efforts. Henley's most recent contract with the city shows a payment of nearly $800,000 due in July 2024, the final installment of a 4-year agreement that paid his groups more than $2.2 million for intervention. Henley, seen here in a red carpet photo, began forming the nonprofits in 2009, according to state records. They began receiving city gang intervention funding as far back as 2011. Between 2018 and 2023, LA Controller payment records show Henley's groups received around $500,000 a year. Then, in 2023, a significant increase that followed then-Mayor Eric Garcetti's efforts to increase funding for intervention work after the rise in violent street crime that followed the COVID-19 pandemic. Looking at the tax records for the Ex-Offender Fellowship, which includes the city money and private donations, you can see its revenue went from around $500,000 a year to nearly $800,000, then to nearly $2 million for 2023.
I see those numbers, man. How much money this nonprofit organization was getting. This is insane. People didn't even know they was giving out money like this. Millions and millions and millions of dollars. Just handing it out to anyone that owned a nonprofit that had to do with gangs. That's insane. That's insane, man, and that's unfortunate, man. That's a lot of people's money that, you know, they worked hard for, and they're thinking that it's going into good use when it's really being used the wrong way. And that's how people feel about the government in general, man. That's why people are like, yo, why we gotta pay taxes? If our taxes is going to stuff like this, why are we paying taxes? Why we have to pay taxes if y'all are just gonna mismanage our money like this? Let us manage our own money then. At this point, this is crazy, man. This is why so many people are upset, and they don't care, bro. They don't care if Trump is trying to get rid of income tax. They're actually wanting this to happen. Let me know y'all thoughts about this down in the comments below, man.
The last tax return available. Where was the money going? The tax returns show while Eugene Henley Jr. was paid $95,000 as president and director, nearly all the money collected went to compensate unnamed top staff members, including corporate officers, directors, and trustees. According to the criminal complaint, Henley diverted much of that money to his personal bank accounts, and the feds say he allegedly pocketed tens of thousands of dollars in donations intended for the groups, including a $20,000 contribution from an NBA All-Star. Federal authorities say in addition to all of that, they believe that Henley evaded taxes by not reporting all of this income, was also allegedly involved in a scheme to get a home loan that he wouldn't have qualified for otherwise. We asked the city of L.A. for its response about its oversight of these gang intervention programs. The mayor's office sent us some remarks a few minutes ago. It said the city has strict oversight in place, but they say the allegations made public today show that there was a sophisticated scheme to thwart that kind of oversight. Live in the News Operations Center, I'm investigative reporter Eric Leonard, NBC4 News.
Listen, man, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. This is LA entertainer slash rapper slash gang leader Big U arrested on RICO charges and money laundering and embezzlement. Let me know your thoughts, man. Let me know your thoughts. It's sad that we're here again, but you know, if you have the title of gang member on top of you, like there's nothing really good that comes with that nowadays, ever, honestly, never, ever. So I'm not surprised, but we're gonna see if this guy's going to be proven innocent or guilty. Obviously it's gonna go through the courts and we'll get the proof and the evidence that they need, and we'll come back and see what's going on with this case. Till next time, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on your way out. Love you guys. Peace. Shout outs to today's sponsor, the Snacks.shop. They have a variety of snacks, and I'm telling you right now, guys, they smack. All right, this is my third bag. All right, third bag. Thank you for everything you guys sent to me from the Snacks.shop. I appreciate y'all care package. Today's sponsor, make sure you guys go check them out. They have some dope snacks, and I can't lie, man, it's busting. I'm going to get some more of these, I promise you. These are the Korean chicken, like literally. Check out their website. Go cop something, man. Let them know that Dgotsauce sent you. And thank you again to today's sponsor, the Snacks.shop.